As 1 year passes, another one will take its place. And for today, that's what's going to happen. Hello, everybody. This is Gonzi here for just a bit of a video, not really scripted or anything. It's just something I want to do since today is the 31st of December, 2020. I just want to take this moment and look back at what has happened. Now, I'm not going to go into any, big detail, go really serious stuff. I just want to give my own take on it. This will relatively be a bit unscripted, as I said, and for the most part unedited as well, because, well, you get the picture. Anyways, looking back at 2020, the beginning came out pretty strong. Like January, I wasn't really doing much. I was still in Colorado, just setting myself up for what's to come in the future, which in February I made the decision to decide I'm going back to Florida, send my goodbyes to Ron since I was living with him from 2016 till that day, and it took about 2 days because, Greyhound buses. But hey, I'm back in Florida, got what I needed to get done in terms of getting a job and all the other things, which I'll get back to that in a moment. And, I thought things would have been fine and, would have gotten content done, back to making videos, heck, even, doing more streams and such. But then, what came about. Now, I got a lot of stuff to say about it, but it will take maybe an hour for me to even say it all. So I'll just sum it up here. It really derailed all my plans. I cared more about the people who I was living around with, which was my family. And also, wondering, are my friends okay? Are they going to get sick? Or, any of that. So it really brought my mood down horribly, and when it came to content, I was not doing much of it. I was more focused on seeing if friends are okay and keep myself okay as well. I mean, oh boy, I can tell you this: last year, the stuff that happened to me, that if that was bad enough, if something happened to me here, it probably would have been the final straw. So the streams slowed down to a crawl until I wasn't doing any of them. I mean, I had it in my mind that, hey, I want to do a stream of this game, but it never happened because I delayed it again and again and again. But then I just ditched it. That was one thing that happened to me the most this year, was I had so many ideas, but I kept ditching them. Which, thanks to a good few close friends, I actually managed to figure out my problem with that. I really had this tendency to just think of ideas, but then completely just put them all away, because I just felt really comfortable with what was going on. Nothing was going on at all. I was just, here maybe playing a game or two. I'm not even playing any games either. And I was just really content with it. I really don't know why. It just came across me. And it took until, I think, maybe 2 or 3 months ago to finally realize that I'm like, enough is enough. I want to start doing things. There's a ton of stuff that I haven't done that I wanted to do since like 2017. Better late than never. So, back to the topic at hand, which is, what's been happening throughout this whole year. I had those plans, with friends, with family, going out and doing things. Heck, even, since I came back to Florida after 4 years almost, I wanted to go and see how things have changed. I still haven't done that. I still haven't. But hey, at least I actually got to meet one of my friends that I've started talking to back in 2016. I mean, at least there was something there. Yeah, those last few months after February wasn't really good. And then comes my schedule issue. I had a massive problem when it came to my schedule because I had a lot of stuff for work, and they kept on piling more and more shifts onto me to where I was trying to cram everything in the morning, so then when I have to leave for work, I feel good, and coming home I could either just relax or maybe play a game or two. That didn't happen. Most of the times when I was working that day, in the mornings and then the afternoon when I have to head out, I'm just thinking about work and about the time that's slowly coming about, which began to put everything that I want to work on piling up more and more and more until it overwhelmed me. I was going absolutely nuts. I wanted to get something done, couldn't get it done. I kept getting distracted. Friends kept talking to me. Even when I told them, I need to get to work on things, it still distracted me. And I do apologize to every single person. If you're watching this, every single person that I've spoken to this year that has seen how angry I was getting, how hostile, all of that, I humbly apologize for all of that. This was my own fault, even though, yes, I can put some of this into what has been going on this year. Now then, there has been some positives. That being actually getting myself a new computer. That was a really big positive there. Managing to delve into much more newer things and, fixing myself up as well. I mean, like I said, I did learn my mistakes and all. I've also, took a while, got into a new YouTube series, as you've seen in the past month or two, the Final Fantasy XIV one, which we had a Christmas one as well, which I was pretty proud of that. But hey, I got much more ideas on the table, ones relating to other games, putting in my own characters into it, and see what they do throughout it. I have one in progress right now, but I haven't really been into it, given the fact that I've had other things to do and other stuff piling up, because I do have DeviantArt and my streams as well, which, even though I had the Christmas one, that Christmas stream, I'm still having trouble trying to get back to streaming. I do hope this year coming up will completely fix that. Which, it's gotta, because, oh yeah, speaking of the whole schedule thing, I think I'm at a stable condition to where, stable condition as in, not mentally, but in how every day goes, to where my schedule won't really affect what I'm working on. I have a stable amount of days off. The time between work and actually being home is reasonable. And hey, yesterday, I've actually managed to get a ton of stuff done. So if that's not an indicator for greater things to come, I don't know what is. So, to conclude, this year had a lot of the stuff in the planning phase that I wanted to start doing, though due to unforeseen and uncontrollable situations going on, I couldn't get it done. Fortunately, near the end of this year, I've gotten out of the slump I was in and have been starting to work on those things. Now, in terms of plans for next year, I'm not going to say too much, but I do know for the first week of January, I have something pretty good. It's going to be a certain video I'm going to do where it's a look back on something. I'm not going to say what, but it's quite the thing that's been a bit of a meme. You'll see. So, I think that's all I have to say. 1 year is passing, and another one is coming. So to close it out, thank you for watching. Thank you all for sticking around, for those of you watching and talking to me on Discord and DeviantArt and Twitter, anywhere actually. And I hope to see you all next time. Take care and Happy New Year.